without getting demonetized. The Max Force 7 is about as useful as a Kia Soul driving in the fast lane. It's completely useless. It's completely garbage. No offense if you drive a Kia Soul, but, you know. Start a breakfast Patreon, but let them pick what you eat for breakfast. That's a very unusual idea. Kind of true, though. Hey, LMD, I found a J+1 song that's called Bliss. If you look, yes, I've heard it. Excuse me. I've heard it. I've bought J+1's entire album. Which is where I got my intro music from. Because he said, when you buy his entire album, he's like, I'm totally fine if you use this with... if you could, would you overhaul the engine in 171 to make it more powerful? More powerful? No. Not really. I don't really care. I would love to increase the speed governor. It's stuck at about 66.5. I would love to push it up to 70, but that would be a county-wide thing. I don't really get a say in that. Lane, will you ever do any real-life streams? Not sure what you mean by that. You mean like live stream from my phone while I'm doing something? I mean, I guess I could. Jennifer says, peace out, y'all. I'm out. Thanks for coming. Ryan Wolf says he's also headed out. Good night, guys. If you have to go for whatever reason, guys, that's totally cool. The stream will be published afterwards. So if you want to watch whatever you missed, you can. Can you go back and review buses at the end? Yes, I'll try to go back and do some more photos. Somebody just said I'm heading out. Thanks for coming. Somebody said your hairline had to go. I'm never going to live this down, am I? Apparently this is a thing that's started now. Some more people heading out. You should play My Summer Car. I thought about it. Somebody just said I've been streaming for 2 hours. Holy cow. I just now realized that. Would you drive a third gen? If I could get the chance to, I would. But I haven't really... People say... Okay, y'all are asking to go back to the bus pictures, so we're going to do that. Since we just finished this cornfield. I'm going to park this thing and we'll go do some more... What did you use for the stream overlay? I went and got like a webcam outline thing from... I think it was VectEasy? I don't know. How long are you streaming for? Who knows? However long you guys want me to. Let's start it. Alright. Let me see if I can change screens real quick and get these bus pictures pulled back up. I'm assuming this is what y'all want, is to keep looking through y'all's submissions. Oh my gosh, there's more. Holy guacamole. Why are y'all uploading pictures of me? Why are y'all up? I just opened the folder. Oh my Daisy Ridley. Hold on, I gotta show y'all this one. See, like, when I did this as a joke, and somebody screen snipped it. I did this as a joke. Like, what do I even say to this? I should make this my profile picture. Somebody said we got Zesty Lane before GTA 6. That's funny. That's pretty funny. I can't submit pictures. I had to turn it off because people kept... Like, it was refreshing so many times as I was... Put it on a coffee mug in the merch store. Are you kidding? You want this on a coffee mug? Are you going to get GTA 6? No, probably not. Never played the series. I'm more of a slow and steady farm person myself. Is that Windows 10, 11, LTSC, and what Aero theme are you using? This is Windows 10 with a program called Start All Back. Or Start Is Back. Something like that. We got GTA 6 before your hairline. I make one joke about my forehead in a picture, and every other comment in this bloody chat is talking about my my hairline. I love your videos. One day I hope to become a bus driver. I appreciate that. Thank you. Would you drive an Evolve C2? I'd love to do it, like, if I just had the chance. Have you been to an airplane museum? Yes. Go to the Delta Airlines Museum in Atlanta. Definitely would recommend. And while you're there, go plane spotting. C2 electric or HDX2 electric? C2. Since I'm going to be hating the drivetrain, I may as well have the bus design that I like. My mom's a bus driver. Cool beans. I really wish my voice would stop cracking like that. Dave is back. Dave is back. Everybody say hello to Dave. He has finished recording his podcast. Somebody said a shot up bus. Oh my days, I didn't even see that. Yo. Did you get this bus out of Chicago? I think you got this bus out of Chicago. Or Detroit. Nishan, if you're watching, that was partially joking, partially not. Who submitted their car? That is a bright yellow car. Miss Frizzle took the kids to the wrong area. Yo. Rest in peace, Miss Frizzle. Who's the kid in there that says, "Please let this be a normal field trip"? I need to know if he actually survived that trip. How do I send something in? We've turned that off. I had a form open for people to put their Roblox buses in here, and people started putting everything else in here, so I turned it off for a bit. There's me again. Who's putting me in here? I just realized as I look at the stream display that my confusion face of when I said, "Who's putting me in here?" actually almost matched this expression. Okay, I'm going to change screens for a second. I'm seeing other people in here, so I need to go through and make sure I'm not about to accidentally start doxing people. I don't need to do that. And people are still, people are still putting pictures of me and Dave in here. Or they were. I closed off Hoop, let me... Wait, change back. I feel like I've seen this bus. There's a guy... I've seen this bus. There's a guy that does cold start videos that has these two blue buses. Because I've watched his videos. Is he in the chat? I think y'all know who this is, right? We're all school bus nerds. I think y'all know who this is. Yeah, there's people saying they know who this is. Yeah, yeah. I didn't know he watched my stuff. Or did somebody else rip a picture of his bus? Project 681. I do know who that is. He was here earlier. Oh, cool. I didn't know he actually watched my stuff. How can I put pictures? We closed the picture poll. I gotta go through. I'm trying to go through the rest of these. I'm gonna head out now. Good night, chat and Lane. Good night. Thank you for coming. Appreciate you. Somebody said, why do you have Windows 7? I called it. I called it. I said that. Did I or did I not say that at the beginning of the stream? I said, this is exactly how this is going to go. Somebody's going to say, why do I have Windows 7? I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. I would just like to point out the fact that this form was supposed to be for your Roblox buses. And we're just literally getting pictures of a bunch of real ones. So, let me change that real quick. Holy crap, how many of them are there? I'm filtering through it off screen real quick to make sure there's not, like, any other children that uploaded selfies. Because I had that happen earlier, and I'm like, I can't be putting that on the internet. Alright. Let me just finish scrolling through this and double check. Of course, it's more pictures of me for some reason. Make sure. Okay. I think these are fine. Alright. Here's what we're going to do. Good God. This is why I don't look away from the chat too long. Here's what we're going to do. Because I've been drinking root beer for the past over 2 hours straight. We're going to take a brief intermission. Like 5 minutes. Maybe 10. Probably not 10. Maybe 5. We're going to go on intermission. I'm going to mute my mic. So if you want to get up, stretch, use the restroom, grab you a snack, drink, whatever. If you've got to leave, that's totally fine. No pressure. Have a good night. And you can catch up on whatever you missed later on. But let's take a quick break. And we will be right back. I'm back. How we all doing? Do you have a favorite aircraft? Boeing 727. Dave said, I'm getting ready to ban everyone. Yeah, please don't spam in the chat. Did you explode the bathroom or something? No, I was answering a couple text messages and whatnot while we were out. Do you guys have one radio channel to talk to other drivers and dispatch, or are there multiple channels? There's two. There's the long range frequency, channel 1, where the bus broadcasts it to the shop, and at the shop we have a radio tower that then sends it out to all the buses and vice versa. And then if we go on like a field trip with a convoy, then we have the bus-to-bus frequency, which is channel 2. And that's a short-range antenna. The buses can talk to each other. So, like, say I took a group of us to Atlanta, we had our own frequency, or we could talk to each other without the need for the main radio tower at the shop. But it only has a reach of like 1.5 miles. So when we do 13 bus convoys during football season, usually the tail bus and the front bus can't hear each other. But that's fairly normal. Have you played Farm Sim 17? Yes, I have. One of my favorites. So like AM and FM radio, pretty much. Pretty much. Why don't you allow trespassers on school buses? That is a massive safety problem. That's a massive safety one. That one LT1 is here. Put his bus back up. Is he really? Was he in the chat a second ago? Somebody said they saw him in the chat a second ago. There he is! He's here! He's here! I didn't think he would actually, I didn't think he would actually be watching my stuff. Huh. Because I like watching his cold starts. Nice. I didn't know he was here. Well, yeah, let me find... Hold on. Where was this photo at? I'll put it back up for a minute. Oh, there's some good ones in here. Where is it? I would like to point out the fact I'm having to sort through about 16,000 photos. Not literally, but... Yeah, there we go. Okay, wait. Swap screen. No! Not that screen. Wrong button. This one. There it is. Open submissions back up. Yeah, how about no? Do a cold start video of 171 or some spare bus. It doesn't get cold enough. I mean, this guy is... Look at this. This is legitimate Blizzard. And he does cold starts in this. That's a proper cold start. Ours is like 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Wrong lever, Kronk. I know. Yeah. That was my fault. This streaming software has... I've got like 2 screens right here. And the one is the preview of what is currently live. And then I can load one on the other side. So then you load whatever you want next, punch, swap, and it changes. So you can like preload them. And I forgot I had the intermission one loaded. Oops. Oopsie daisy. But yeah, this is this fella's Bluebird. Covered in quite a lot of snow. I don't know that I'd want to drive in that much snow. I'm also mildly concerned about how much is on the roof. I'm kind of curious, at what point during a blizzard do you have to go clean the roof off? Like, does it ever, like, let's say you were out of school on Christmas break or something. At what point do you go, hey, the bus has 4 feet of snow on it, I need to go clear it off because the snow gets heavy? I mean, I've only had snow one singular time on a bus. And it was only about this much. So, it was more like ice. It wasn't really snow. Somebody said there's no point to clearing it off. Yeah. 171 has a weak starter. Yeah, I can kind of see that. She's not as fond of starting in the cold. 171 isn't. 99 didn't care. 99 actually... 99 would... She was fine in the cold. She would get out on a highway in, 45, 50 degree Fahrenheit weather Now, if it got much colder than that, it was problematic. But 99, if you could get some clean, cold air on the nose, that bus ran really well. 171, not as much. 171 kind of... She's not as fond of the cold. But we need to... let's carry on with some of these buses. I'll put them in a grid so we can kind of... Even if I don't open yours up, maybe it'll at least be on screen for a minute. I'm going to try to look for the Roblox ones because that's what I initially opened this for. Love your channel. Have a good night. I'm assuming that means you're heading out. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. What is your favorite? Why do you keep asking what my favorite color is? It depends on the day. Up north, they have special brushes to wipe off the buses. You drive through them and they wipe off the snow. Really? Solving a problem that I've never thought about having to solve ever, because I can count on one hand the amount of times I've seen snow in my life. The cold doesn't help the batteries. Yeah, I know. Usually in the heat, I'll, like, battery power on, and I'll turn the marker lights on before starting up. But in the cold, I won't do that, just because I'm trying to save every amount of battery power that I can. Got some first gen CEs. Okay. Like it. I like the subtle detail of this one having the plate slightly crooked. Because believe it or not, I've seen that happen. I've seen that happen. Not on the front one, but like I've seen other vehicles where they just kind of... This guy says, "Do you know the Muffin Man?" Yes, I do. He's my cousin, actually. I kind of wish these had... I don't understand the districts that are like, or the states even, that are like, yeah, we don't want eyeliner. Because then it's like, there's no contrast. You've got a bright yellow bus with a bright orange light in daylight. That's going to be hard for the human eye to see, because there's no contrast. Especially like on this one, because there's no eyelashes. I can't imagine who looked at that and said this was probably... that this was the best way to do it. I mean, if it was up to me, I would do black eyeliner at least. And maybe the short eyelashes. Not the long ones. The long ones look kind of goofy, but just the short ones. Like they put on the C2s. I like the way those look. I really like the way those look. Some New York buses look like that, and I call them a banana. That's pretty accurate. Our buses have white tops with the black around, and we only do 3-digit numbering. Yeah. Would you drive a first-gen CE with a T444? I think I have. It was before I started recording, but I think I did back then. Oh, here's something interesting. So they've actually modeled a first-gen CE, I think that is, with actually loading a wheelchair. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen that yet. But that's getting overshadowed by the name. Cool Killac. Kolkalak. Why? Why? Are you driving tomorrow? No. Somebody said don't question the name. Oh, well, I'm going to question a name that says Kulkalak. I can't even say that correctly. What the heck? Alright. Let's move on from this. What other shenanigans do we have in here? We've got some snow. I always like seeing this the way that y'all have modeled. Some of y'all have modeled. Kulkalak sounds like a bad word. Yeah. So many people are going to screen snip that. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. Ay, ay, ay. There's a ton of buses in here. A lot of real life buses. Who is this? Charles Webster has created a lovely little fleet of buses right here. I can't get it to zoom in at all. The models look really nice though, and I love, again, because I'm a sucker for good lighting, how you see the light coming in that direction and casting. Here's another good example of it. See, you see like the reflective spot right there, the bolts on the 8-ways, the individual little lines in the grill. The angle of the mirrors is exactly like the real one. There's definitely some kind of skill involved with making a 3D model that actually looks that good. I couldn't. We've got a recreation of 99. This one actually looks pretty darn accurate. The yellow faded headlights, faded paint, faded white moniker up top, the round mirrors. It's the right spec. The only thing missing would be the air condition venting down here, but I mean, other than that, it looks pretty darn accurate. Square mirrors or round mirrors. For the nose, round. For the sides, square. Trying to catch up on the chat. And the tape on the battery door's missing. Good reference. Good reference. What manner of thing happened here? Dude. Why are you posting a school bus accident? Although, here's a pretty good example. I mean, the bus looks okay other than the front end. That car, not the same. I mean, if you look, this is a pretty good example of how well they're built. Because you look at the bus cabin itself is completely fine. The van chassis at the front, where it was a van, that part's the part that got damaged. So yeah, school buses are incredibly strong and incredibly safe. This guy put a C2 in his house, parked in his tile driveway. Okay, fair enough, I'll go with it. You know what, if I had a driveway like that, I'd be parking in my driveway too. But I don't. Mine sits on a hill, kind of like that. What kind of pickup truck do you drive? It's a 2005 Silverado. I think I've featured it once or twice on the channel. Now I'm opening, I know this is real life buses, but I'm opening this anyway because it's oldies. Got the old 3800 and the... That's not a B700, is it? The B700 looks slightly different. It's a Thomas FS65, this bit. But that right there, I know it's a Ford. Somebody said B800. Okay, I'm not as familiar with those models. Because back in the day, man, it wasn't like today where you got one manufacturer that builds the whole thing. It was, you had like one company did the body, the cabin body, one company did the chassis, one company did the front style. It was like, it was a whole convoluted mess. There's me again. Why? I don't know. I don't understand you people. Here's another Roblox one. We got a Vision with plenty of cargo bay space. Actually, I just realized this is one of our city school buses, because I recognize that number. They even modeled the air conditioner on the roof. That's pretty good. It's pretty nicely done. You see the individual rivets on the roof. And actually, there's a good detail right there, even though I know this is blurry as all get out. The piece of metal above the windows that kind of angles outward. Why are your lights not on? My light is on. I've got this one. My studio light. Somebody said my Vision. Is this one yours? That's a Valdosta bus. Yeah, I know it's a Valdosta bus. That's what I just said. It's a Valdosta bus. Valdosta City bus. Dang Lane has an old PC. Here we go with the PC again. Goodness gracious, you people. Goodness gracious. Alright, what else we got down here? Okay, this one, I've seen this before. Somebody tagged me in this. This is a rebuild of the inside of O2. Can we just take a minute to admire the level of detail here? First of all, they got the tablet. They recreated the tablet based off of, I'm assuming, clips from my video. They recreated the tablet. The dash is exactly right, except for the transmission temperature. And the little sticker right here. And the mirrors don't match. Like, that's how you know they watch my stuff. Because they were like, oh, O12 has the mismatched mirrors. Let me recreate that. And they've done that correctly. So, yeah. Whoever it was that... somebody tagged me in that a week or two ago. And I was like, that's surprisingly accurate. Goodness gracious, y'all put a bunch of buses in here. We can't see the tablet. Oh no! Because my darn face is covering it. LOL. Nah, I didn't even look at the preview when I put it on screen. Hold on. Let's rectify this. Move the thing. Move it over. Move the thing. Move the thing! I don't know why this isn't working. How do I... No, I need you to open the... Google Drive, honestly, you are a bag of rice. And that's me being nice. Alright, hold on. There it is! Okay, I'm looking at the preview now, you can see it. This! Just pretend my face isn't in the way, but this here, the tablet, they modeled the tablet correctly. I wonder what game this is. This is Roblox. Does Lounge still have any 3800s? No. We do not. Alright, how do I close this? Close that. Alright. I don't even know where I was now. That's a nice looking model. In the fall weather. Looking all pretty. Wow, they even modeled the outline on the lights. Huh. And you can see the U-bolts on the front axle. That's pretty good. And the little charging port for the block heater. I think it's a block heater. Okay, I've talked about being a sucker for good lighting. This This... My face is in the way again. Actually, that's cool. It looks like it... No, don't do that, you stupid computer! This is really cool. Because it looks like it's lighting up my face. That's funny. But look at the way it's dark and the lights are like fog casting a beam off it. That's really cool. I'm a bus driver in this game. I'm assuming you mean Roblox. When can you drive 99 again? I'm gonna try. Now this, Dakota Richard. Good night. Gotta go to bed. Cool. All right. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. This photo may be one of the best ones I've seen. Somebody tagged me in this a few days ago. And first of all, the shaders look incredible. I didn't know until tonight that y'all can make Roblox actually look this good. I thought the graphics were usually potato. But the 3D model is on point. The numbering and everything, the little details like the style of blinker light is on point. The air condition, battery bay, minus the duct tape, obviously. Like this is a really close recreation of 99. I really like this one. Somebody said history has been made. Okay. Yeah, this one right here is really good. Somebody said, do I have Roblox? No, I don't. But I wanted to open this up and get y'all to send your buses in. Now this is pretty funny. And by funny, I mean creepy. Somebody looked at one of my picture posts and recreated it. And this was recent too, because I'm in 171. I took it with the camera app I have that adds like the date and whatnot to it. And I had these buses around me. I was parked at the middle school. And 99 was in front of me. Minus the plate. Because I wasn't driving it. But they even got the building overhang and the trees right. Who made this photo? Liam, was it you? I think Liam said it was him. First of all, your attention to detail is ludicrous. Your attention to detail is ludicrous. As if there's the water bottle on the dash. I didn't even see that at first. He included the water bottle on the dash. Bro, you need to go work for Disney. You need to, if you've got this level of attention to detail, you need to go to Disney. Holy crap. Like, I'm just sitting here scrolling through these, and I look down, and I'm like, why is my own post in here? And then I went, wait a minute, that's not my own post. That's somebody that recreated my post. Wow. That's funny. I say it's funny. It's creepy. And also incredible. Somebody said read the odometer. Wait, what did it say? It's blurry as crap. 851 85,000. So he matched the odometer too. Holy cow. Alright, I'm like... Listen here. Listen here, right? The next time I need an FBI agent in my life, Liam, I'm calling you. I don't know where you live or what your phone number is, but I'll find you. I'm calling you the next time I need an FBI agent. What manner of... I can't even imagine how long he sat and stared at that photo to get this right. Somebody said the plate is the same number. No, it's not, actually. That plate right there is the only thing wrong with this photo. And the little deal, because my plate would have been on my bus. But, like, that is literally the only detail that's wrong with this photo. Goodness gracious. Holy cow, my forehead. Forgot I had zoomed in that far. Well, that's not going to help the accusations about my hairline, is it? Oh, and now it scrolled me all the way back up. Who? Why do you people put pictures of me in here? I don't understand this. I don't even know where I was. The main thing I want to point out about this is, somebody said the plate should be Golf Victor 6464 Bravo. That is correct. That is 99's plate. Two things I want to point out about this photo on screen, right? Number one, the fact that it's actually high resolution, and it's not like I'm zooming into a pixelated photo from 2007. No offense if that's what you sent in, but the other thing is the light. Look right here at the light, the way the sun is reflecting off of the... Why am I having such a hard time formulating this sentence? Look at the way the sunlight is reflecting on the glass. Look at that. That's great that they modeled that correctly. And all the, like, the little attention to detail, like the bolts around the block heater and stuff, and the side cameras, the side cat. Oh, I want them. I want those so much. I want those so much. I think I'm gonna start mounting a GoPro to the side of my bus, honestly, because that little Sony camera I got was too old. The quality was crap. Your hairline fell off again. Go figure. What else is in here? Really? Really? I have a feeling, like, if it didn't have somebody else's name up here, I 100% would have thought my brother sent this in. Da 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 da, or however that song goes. What else we got in here? There's a lot of, I mean, there's a bunch of them that are kind of similar, and then you get occasionally a couple that are like really nicely lit, nicely modeled. Can you look at my bus before I have to leave? Yeah, if I come across it. What else is in here? We got loads of them. I don't know if I looked at this one on stream. I remember seeing this one earlier before we started streaming. One main thing I want to point out about this one, first of all, white rims. Could take it or leave it. I'm not huge about them on a school bus, but, you know, it's, it is what it is. The other thing I want to point out is the fact that they've got fog lights mounted to the bumper. It's either... I say it's fog lights. It's either that or it's ambers. additional ambers. I don't know which one it is. But the other thing... Sorry, I'm trying to read the chat while I do this. The other thing I noticed is the air conditioning unit that's mounted to the roof right here. But normally you would see the inside air, you'd be able to see it right here or right there in the cabin. The cabin's modeled, but we don't see it, which tells me it's the front-facing one where it's like right where this overhead bin is. It's there and then blows straight back. So instead of having the side ones, it blows straight back this direction. We got that on our 3rd gen CEs. We got that for our 3rd gen CEs. But their C2s don't have it. Here's here's a really nicely modeled one. Really nicely modeled one. Got the sun. You can tell the sunlight's reflecting off the front. Love this. I love the little detail. Look at this. I love the little details like the shadows in the front bumper right here. Do I see PMDG Ops Center in the taskbar? That is correct. Yeah. Little shadows right there. The little grooves right there. Look at this. You can see the little tiny screws in the lights. That's really nicely done. Now, if I had to critique this, I mean, I could say something about the fact that the eyelashes are not actually causing a shadow, which, based on the light being over there, the light's coming from over here, it should be casting a shadow kind of this way. But that, I'm just being nitpicky now. This is a really nicely modeled one. The other thing I want to point out about this is, according to the name, I believe this is modeled after a real bus. Now, looking at the back over here, this section right here, and this, which is behind my head, you can't see it. Let me move it up. There we go. This section and this section up to like the back corner right here is all fresh paint, whereas this is faded paint, which tells me in real life that this bus would have been in an accident. Now, I don't know if the real life bus this is based on was actually in an accident or what. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But yeah, that's a very nice little detail to add there, if this is based on a real bus. As well as like the grime stains below the fuel tank. There's a little bit of grime stains on like the handle on the lower thing. Yeah. That's the bottom. So I'm going to go back and find... Do you play Flight Sim? Yes. Somebody's submission that they wanted me to go find. Let me sort by name and see if I can find it. Goodness gracious, there's a ton of these down there. What's worse, a lion or a vision? Oh, the lion's worse. Visions are crap, but at least they don't spontaneously combust, usually. Okay. Screenshot. Spare bus 8. There we go. That's the one people kept asking me to go find. Hey, there we go. We're in the back rooms, I think. We're in grass field. The bus itself looks good, though. I've never seen one that had the number stuck on right there. Normally they're down here, but... What's your opinion of the old Crown buses? I haven't been around them enough to know. Nashawn is here, and he's joking that I'm still here rambling. Yeah, 0312 Productions is here. Thanks for joining. What is this thing off in the distance? Is this... It looks like you got a Minecraft creeper going on up here. Approaching your bus. Have any of your buses ever been in an accident? Yeah, lots, unfortunately. Sorry I'm late to the party. No, you're good. We've only been going for 3 hours now, so you're fine. No, I'm joking. You're totally fine. You shut down the form. I know I shut down the form because look at this. Look how many's in here. And people kept uploading stuff that wasn't the post requirements, so I had to close it. Before I go, can you go back up and look at that 26 CE? It's above the interior of your bus. I think it just reloaded them all in a different order. Well, while I'm thinking about it, I'll look at this. This is the Evolved C2. Or a Roblox rebuild of the Evolved C2. I haven't had the chance to drive one because we're not... we've got a few people saying they're heading out. Thanks for coming, guys. I appreciate it. I've never gotten the chance to drive a Evolved C2. I would like to, just to say I did. But, you know, it is what it is. We've now been streaming for 3 hours, so I think we're going to wrap this up here in the next few minutes. Are you using Windows 7? No. Nope. I use a software that makes my computer look like Windows 7, but it's not actually Windows 7. The screen... Nashawn just noticed the screenshot of my face. Hey, you should have been here earlier. There were worse ones. There's you another one. There's you another one. There's something down... Why does this look like 99? Have y'all seen that picture that I get tagged in occasionally of 99 from like many years ago sitting in a parking lot somewhere? That's what I thought this picture was when I first opened it. Why does this stupid thing keep telling me my heart rate's high? I know my heart rate's high. I'm just kind of slowly scrolling through so that your picture gets shown on screen in case I didn't open it all the way. Jay says he's heading out. Adios. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're going to get wrapped up here in the next few minutes. We'll kind of get done here. Did your hairline stay with Windows 7? Listen here, buddy. My hairline is perfectly fine. Again, with the fantastic lighting. Got the sort of sun reflection on the glass and metal right here. I can't stand school buses that have yellow reinforcement lines. Like it... I don't know, it just looks weird. It's way too much yellow going on here. Way too much. Who keeps... I swear it looks like there's more and more pictures of me. Hey, Nashawn, if you're still watching, this is the picture I was trying to find. This is the... I was trying to scroll back and find this one. I did this as a joke in my last bus vlog, and somebody screen snipped it and submitted it to... Lane's hair is so majestic. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the one person in chat that actually appreciates my hairline. Thank you. Sassy, aren't we? Yeah, this was all of 3 frames, and then I went back to my normal RBF. Because that's how that normally goes. Where is... Again, with the good light. 3D model on point, but the way they've modeled the lights glowing and everything. Really nicely done, whoever did this one. Bye, I'm hopping off. Cool beans. My brother said I convinced him to grow out his hair. No, you did not. My girlfriend at the time did. Let's just set the record straight. That was my girlfriend at the time back then. Your hairline is horrible. Thanks! I would love to see yours. I'm sure it's probably not any better. Lane got a girlfriend. No, I'm talking about like 5 or 6 years ago. Gotta go. Thanks for looking at the photo. Yep. Y'all have a good evening. Hello from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Oh gosh, you're a long way away, aren't you? Do you get on here just so people can give you insults? You know what? You never know what's going to happen when you stream. You never know what's going to happen. Okay, I appreciate the compliment, but y'all got to quit spamming. Goodness gracious. This chat, I swear the chat gets more deranged the longer we go. Look at the picture with... My brother's girlfriend keeps saying she's going to find me one. Good luck with that. I feel like that's unlikely. What they don't know is I send them in the text messages for free. Yeah, 0312 Productions and I are friends, and he'll send me some snarky comments occasionally. Speaking of, this photo's still on my screen. But I just looked at it again and realized they modeled the dome lights inside with correct reflections. Love it. Love it. I got somebody from Wisconsin, somebody from Nevada. Do I know the Muffin Man? Yeah, I do. What else we got in here? I'm as nice as can be. Usually, yes. Hello from Arizona. We got people all over the country. New Hampshire, Texas, Pennsylvania, Arkansas, Pennsylvania again, New York. Pyongyang? Really? I find that unlikely. Somehow I find that unlikely. Montreal, Virginia, Canada, Ohio, Greene County, Georgia. I really wish my voice would stop cracking. Ontario, Maryland, Canton, South Carolina, a town in Georgia I've never heard of, Maryland, Colorado, Maine, Indiana, Fredericton. Somebody says, I am here from Soviet Russia. Well, I can guarantee you, you are not in Soviet Russia because Soviet Russia no longer exists. Ohio, Washington State, Missouri. Somebody's going to clip that. I already know somebody's going to clip that. China, Florida. China? Really? You're watching from China? I find that unlikely. Texas. North Carolina. North Carolina is better than Georgia. Just a joke. I don't know if it's a joke. Yo, backtrack. Guy just said hello from the back rooms. As if. Alright, what level are you on then? Tennessee. Time to head out. Dave is heading out. Everybody say goodnight to Dave. Thank you, buddy, for coming. I appreciate it. London, Ontario. The guy that said he was from the back rooms. What level are you on? Ontario, Indiana, Pennsylvania, New York, Pennsylvania. I'm behind your curtain. Yeah. Hello from the planet Neptune. Goodness gracious. Hello from your bathroom. I find that unlikely. If you were my brother commenting that, I'd believe it, but... Hello from your hairline? Alright, out. Get ban whoever that was. Come on now. Hello from... Now we got people saying hello from planets. Is there anybody watching from Alpha Centauri by chance? I want to see if we have any viewers from there. Kentucky. Hello from the Twilight Zone. The hairline one was good. They've been taking the crap out of my hairline the entire night. I kid you not. Sioux Falls, Alberta, Wisconsin, South Dakota, the moon. Hello from Stupid Land. I used to live there. Hello from the Milky Way. That's pretty vague. It's time for dinner. No, the heck it isn't. It's 10 o'clock at night. Hello from the back of your truck. I started to make a joke there, but I'm not gonna say that on the internet. Hello from Internet Land. Hello from Internet Land. There we go. That's the correct response. That's the correct response. Polk County, Florida. Internet Land. Western New York. Somebody said not in California. That. Hello from yo. Wait. Somebody said hello from. No, come on. Where was the message? I'm from Lake. It's this really long lake name. You know which one it is. Ready? I'm gonna try to say this whole thing. I'm from Lake Chargog. Wait, hang on, I gotta use my mouse. Chargogagog man Chargagaga Chabanungunga mother. I think I just had a stroke. I just had a stroke. It's 3 a.m. Where the heck do you live? The UK? Hello from the 99 gang. Hello from the sun. Hello from Beetlejuice. Oh my gosh. Y'all are getting delirious. I can tell it's late at night. Y'all are getting delirious. Hello from New Mexico. That's our lake. Yeah, I try. The paramedics are on the way for your stroke. I appreciate it. Do you like 99 or 09 better? 99. If I had to pick one. I have a soft spot for both of them, though, to be honest. Hello from the North Korean government. Wow. Wow. Real creative with that one. Hello from Egypt. Hello from Ton 618. You spelled that wrong. Hello from Earth, Japan, Kentucky. It's not Ton 681. It's Ton 618. Goodness gracious. You guys are getting crazy. All right, we've been streaming for 3 hours now. All right, let's do this. We're going to go a couple more, another minute or so. So send in your goodbyes to everybody. Send in your goodbyes or whatever else you want to say. And then we'll be done for the night. I probably don't need to drink the rest of this root beer. But, sod it. You only live once. Lane, say the shut up, please. All right. I'll give you one shut up before we go. Shut up! I can't even read these messages at how fast they're coming in. Holy cow. Imagine your bus number was 99-171. That's until the year 2099, that's not going to happen. It could by the time we get there. Goodness gracious. So there's so much gibberish coming through on the chat. All right, 10 seconds. Last messages. To the person saying, please adopt me, I'm good. Somebody said this is a long minute. Yeah. All right. My good people of Internet Land, I've enjoyed the stream. We went 3 hours, which is pretty great. Thank you so much for watching. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next bus vlog. Good night.
Peace out, 99 gang.